Good day. Today, we deep dive into the electrical technology of electronics of grade 10, chapter 3, scope. Within week 1 and week 2, we're going to be covering the same main topic of electronic components. Week 1, you learn about the LED, the symbol, LED as a polarized component, forward biasing, concept only, reversing biasing, concept only, current flow through the voltage across the LED, the series resistor OR series equals to VT minus V LED or I LED ohm. Within week 2, you'll be provided a practical where you test the diode and LED for correct function and polarity, calculate the value of the series resistor needed to protect an LED, build a half-wave rectifier using a diode and 50 Hz supply displaying on an oscilloscope. Build a full-wave rectifier using a diode bridge, which can be 4 diodes, 2 diodes, and 50 Hz supply displaying on an oscilloscope. Week 3 until week 6, we deep dive into the main topic of week 3 until week 8. We deep dive into the topic of communication systems. Within week 3, we talk about the introduction of communication systems, purpose of communication systems, types of communication systems, like what are they, commercial broadcasting, like SABC2, FM radio, and DSTV, etc., etc. Commercial communication can be a telephone system, security companies, air traffic control, cell phones, etc., etc. Community communication can be a disaster manager, emergency services, amateur radio, and research, etc., etc. Internet communication, computer networks. Within week 4, we deep dive in the radio communication, basic concepts of a radio, an electromagnetic radio wave, transmitter, receiver, feed line, antenna, interference, and electromagnetic compatibility. Communication systems. Within the week 5, we learn about the principles of modulation, which is the frequency, wavelength, speed of ratio, frequency, units of frequency. Week 6, we learn about the radio antenna, the relationship between frequency and wavelength, no calculations, types of radio antenna, omnidirectional antenna, which is 1/4, a dipole, which is 1/2, antenna, Yagi Udare array, standing wave, radio, SWR, good versus bad, SWR, antenna gain over N, astropic antenna. Week 7 until week 9, we cover the main topic or the topic of principles of magnetism. Within week 7, we dive into the introduction to magnetism, define magnetism, for example, like natural electromagnetism, things like that. Basic principles of magnetism, rules of magnetism, and there'll be a demonstration provided for the magnetic fields around a permanent magnet using an ion fillings. Week 8, we speak about the magnetic fields, concept of magnetic flux density, inductance, definition of inductor, no calculation, demonstration, Oersted experiment, the screwdriver rule, and you have been provided for the symbols. Within week 9, we talk about the types of inductors and inductor cores, air core, laminated core, ferrite core, toroid core. There will be a demonstration where magnetic fields around a coil using ion fillings. There will be also a demonstration of magnetic fields around a coil with and without a core. Week 10 and week 11, we speak about the PTA consolidation, revision, and assessment. So here is the PTA of the Finalizing Stimulation 3 PET project phase 2, which is literally like the revision of everything that you have learned in the electrical technology of electronics grade 10 term 3.